talking to my daughter about this the other day, not necessarily the boys being snipped thing, but we were talking about the different rabbit hole that you go down once you realize that everything that you've ever been told about all this stuff is a lie. And I was telling her about how the farmers, instead of growing more food to make food cheaper for all of us, they took the dairy farmers, and the dairy farmers lobbied the government. They didn't want to stop producing milk. There was like way too much milk being produced for everyone. Instead of the dairy farmers just growing something else, or like making some food or something to make the price of food cheaper for all of us. Not to say that they don't throw away massive amounts of food, like that little boy that ate the chicken strips. And I don't want to call him a little boy, but he was eating the fruit cups and the chicken strips. They were just going to throw in the trash, that kind of thing. We can't have the expired food being eaten for free because nobody gets a free lunch here in America. Anyway, the farmers, instead of them just doing something other than making more and more milk, because obviously they have all these cows, they have to keep producing milk, but milk goes bad. Cheese doesn't go bad. So now you go into the rabbit hole of these farmers lobbying the government in order to keep making more and more milk, giving subsidies to these dairy farmers to the point where the government was just like, we'll buy the milk, just make cheese out of it and we'll buy the cheese. And now we got giant underground bases. They're just holding these giant wheels of cheese. They could literally give that to the people now. They won't do it. They want to keep it down there because they want to keep the price of cheese, one of the most expensive things in the grocery store. We got to keep that price up in order to keep the farmers happy, because they lobbied all the politicians and bought all the politicians. The other people that bought the politicians, the kid snippers, they obviously didn't want us being distinguishable from them if there ever came a time when people were like, we're tired of y'all doing this stuff and like putting stuff in the water and whatnot. Speaking of stuff in the water, if you go down that rabbit hole, what they're doing now is they are literally taking the humans, they're putting them in this liquid stuff. It's getting rid of all the bones, it's turning everything into liquid, and then they're putting that back into our water system. And then it goes into the food system, and then we're all eating it. Obviously, you want to filter your water. Obviously, you want to eat food that is highly dense in nutrients. The rabbit hole that you go down whenever you actually start looking at what is real and what is not real, human beings should be going through and eating like mushrooms and things like that. This also has super green, super mushrooms, functional mushrooms in it too. I should be telling you what this is. This is Optimal Human right here. It's the super green sample kit. It's got functional mushrooms, it's got digestive enzymes, it's got a whole bunch of stuff in there to help negate the stuff that is in our actual food. That's Optimal Human. You can check it out. Y'all can get more information.